In the last video, we added in some sustained bass notes that matched our chord progression, which is D flat major to B flat minor to F minor. So what we're going to do that the original does as well is it also has a second bass doing some offbeat notes on the and of the beats, like 1 and 2 and 3 and on the ands. So you could look through and find the ideal bass sound before you get started, but I'm actually just going to type the word saw and I'm going to choose this bright saw lead sound and throw it onto a new track. Then I'm going to highlight 4 bars at the drop. Is that 4 bars? No. Yes, it is. That's 4 bars. And I'm going to go insert MIDI clip. And did that create 4 bars? Yes, it did. You see there's 4 bars. Okay. Now our notes are going to be on the ands. So we only need to have eighth note resolution here. I switched my grid from 16th to 8th note. And we're actually targeting the ands, not the one. We want the one and, like there. But the notes we need are a C sharp or a D flat for a whole bar there on the offbeats. Moving down to a B flat or A sharp. Don't put it on the beat, you want it off the beat. Then it goes down to an F, and oops, off the beat, not on beat 3, but on the and of 3. And once you've done 4 of them, you might consider copying them. I probably could have used my pencil tool to save a bit of time there, all that clicking. Okay, what does this sound like? Now, it actually sounds pretty cool, but it's not what I wanted. I wanted a bass sound. So I'm highlighting all those notes, and I'm using the shortcut Shift down. That's what we're after. And what about if it was another octave down? It's kind of fat, isn't it? What if I actually copied those notes? I hit Control C then, and then I'm going to actually highlight them again and do Shift up, and I'm going to hit Control V and see if I can actually paste that lower octave in. So I actually have 2 octaves. You could even get fancy and say, well, look, the top notes don't need to stick out as much. I'm going to adjust their velocity and put them down to about 60. And there you have it. We have those offbeat bass notes. Now, of course, I just went with the first bass sound I tried, and then I did that little trick with the 2 octaves. But you might actually find an ideal bass sound somewhere in the sounds in the bass area. I could actually even just, after the fact, choose one, and I could just drag it over the top there. It won't affect the MIDI that's on there, but it will actually just load a new device. That's pretty cool. So I actually do prefer that one, luckily. Now, you could go through though and try various different ones. Okay, so that's all I wanted to show you this time. And just also to reinforce the fact that when we make something, we're not sort of locked in to keeping the same MIDI device. The MIDI notes don't have to change for you to just bring a new device on. And that's the cool thing about MIDI. It's different from recording audio because the MIDI could be triggering any kind of sound. All right, let's leave it there. Good luck with doing what I just did.